How to find peer-reviewed articles, a Booth Library Empowered Researcher tutorial. Hi, I'm David Bell. I'm a reference librarian and I've been helping students do research here at Eastern for 26 years. In this video, you will learn what peer review means in scholarly publishing, learn how to identify peer-reviewed articles as opposed to other types of articles like news or magazine articles, learn why you want to use them, particularly in academic research, and you will learn how to search for peer-reviewed articles. So let's talk a little bit about what peer-reviewed articles are. They are reports of original research, experiments or in-depth studies and analysis, and they usually are published in scholarly journals as opposed to magazines or newspapers which publish articles intended for reading by the general public. They are subjected to rigorous evaluation process by independent experts in the field before being accepted for publication. They're also written by experts, researchers, and academics in that specific field and intended for a scholarly or academic community. They're characterized by specialized terminology and text citations and a bibliography or reference list, and they often use a standardized format that includes sections like abstract, introduction, methods, results, discussion, and references. So now that we know what peer-reviewed articles are, let's do a search. Let's begin our search right on the library homepage, and we're going to go straight to the databases link, which shows a long list of all the databases that the library offers, and we're going to go into the Academic Search Ultimate database for this sample search. We're going to look for artificial intelligence and its effect on cognitive development. So let's put in those search terms. You can see as I type, it pops up suggestions, so I'm just going to use that. And there's cognitive development. We could get fancy if we want, and instead of searching these just as keywords, we're going to use subject terms, and it just helps narrow things down a little bit. You want to be careful with that with an initial search because you may also not find any results, so you may want to just search keywords in an initial search. And then as I scroll down here, you can see there are some limit options, ways to narrow down your search results before you even run the search. One of those is peer-reviewed, so we know we want peer-reviewed, but I'm not going to check it right now because I want you to see the full list of results. But let's click search and see what kind of results we get. All right, we've got 62 results. So here are the limits that we can now add to our search. And we are looking for peer-reviewed articles. So we're going to click that. That reduces our number of results to 51. So let's jump to one of the articles. Let's take a look at the detailed record on this one. This is a typical article that you'll find in a peer-reviewed journal. It has an abstract, which is a nice summary of what the article is about. And if we click on linked full text, it'll take us to the full article, and you can see that it has some of the sections that we talked about, such as methodology, findings, and a list of references at the end. So let's do a quick review. Peer-reviewed articles are sources you will need for your academic research. They're also sometimes called scholarly articles or refereed articles. They're available in Booth Library's online databases. They can often be downloaded as PDF files, and they can be requested through interlibrary loan if the article you need is not immediately available for download. Thank you for watching this Empowered Researcher video, and remember to come into Booth Library for help with your research anytime.